Hi, this is Jeff Mesnick with Cybersecurity Journal, and I'm here today with
William Fleming, cloud expert at Five Sky.
Well, thanks for joining us today, William. I know that you're out in California, and I guess you guys having a little weather challenge out there, I hear?
Yeah, we've had a little bit of dew, I think we could say. It's been a little bit wet.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's a polite way of saying floods. So today what I really wanted to talk about is we've been hearing a lot about what happened with AWS recently, where there was an outage for, I guess 4 hours or so, right? And that outage was caused by just a spelling error. So I got to imagine a lot of CEOs that you're talking to today are feeling a little stressed out about having a single point of failure in their cloud implementations. So my question for you today is, what do you guys tell the CEOs? What are you guys sharing with them and helping them feel more comfortable with their investments, or how should they go about making their investments to improve the process?
Yeah, Jeff, that's a great question, and I appreciate that. Now, at Five Sky, as we're talking with clients, we're seeing there is, right, some concern. There is a little bit of that squirminess. Yep. And what we're trying to help them understand is that these things happen. But if you're prepared and you plan accordingly, you can avoid these types of situations. And that's where we look into disaster resiliency. That's where we look into spreading across multiple networks, really spreading your wealth across. Don't isolate yourself to one.
Oh, well, so if you're spreading yourself across multiple networks, then you're really creating, is it an issue around security as well, though? Because now you have so many different networks that you're trying to manage at the same time. Does that mean you have to have different security options? What does that do?
No, not necessarily. When you think about it, and you're going into an AWS or you're going into an Azure, these systems are not designed to be your protector, right? You're still responsible for all of your security. And at Five Sky, as we're working with companies, we're helping them identify where these risk areas are. How do we implement, components that will allow them that protection, whether it's DDoS protection, whether it's virus protection, there's malware. I mean, there's so many different types of components that you have to consider. AWS and them, they don't provide that for you.
So you guys at Five Sky would help an organization kind of create a redundant pathway for their application. Is that correct? And then you'd also help them with the secure aspects of that?
Oh, absolutely. What we try to help them look at is if you're going to diversify your risk, there comes a whole different aspect of network configuration, design, considerations that have to be made. We look at a multi-cloud management platform, for example, where a client can utilize one tool to help configure to deploy into multiple clouds. Whether those clouds are, a public cloud, whether they're a private cloud, such like VMware or OpenStack, or hybrid, right? Marry them all together, but through one portal where you can have greater visibility and control.
Well, that's great. So if you actually had that greater visibility, then I got to imagine, and I know this may not be your expertise, but sometimes at the board level, people are trying to do audits of their network infrastructure. So they're looking for that one interface. That sounds like that could be an interface that you guys could be providing them. Is that correct?
Oh, absolutely, Jeff. And that's one of the key pieces is providing that visibility to them. Not only from an infrastructure perspective of, hey, what do I really have running, but controlling the environment. There's a lot of times companies will deploy a dev environment, and then they go, oh, we didn't realize these systems were running. We can control that. And by doing that, we help control costs, we help control burn rate, and things like that.
And obviously, if you're doing all that great stuff, then it becomes a marketing value for the companies that you're helping, right? Where they could basically say, look, we're not got your data only on one place. We have redundancy set up. We have even this great module where you can watch everything that's going on. So people like those marketing folks, they could be really excited about this, huh?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, it comes down to you know, am I meeting the requirements for my end users and customers? Am I satisfying that business need? And that's where we thrive. You know, our whole drive and passion around, you know, cloud solutioning is to be able to allow companies to embrace those technologies, allow them to, you know, I mean, we want them to be able to have that financial benefit, but more importantly, the security aspect too.
That's great. Well, look, I really appreciate the time, William. This has been excellent. I think it's been very informative, and I think a lot of the CEOs will be happy to hear about this and to learn about how Five Sky can, you know, potentially help them out. So this is Jeff Mesnick from Cybersecurity Journal, and I'm signing off here with
William Fleming, expert with Five Sky.
Well, thank you very much. Talk to you soon.
Thank you. All right, cheers.